some of you who have been to ACERT events and have heard me know that I also pretty passionate about ungrading for, honestly, I think for all the reasons that Peter was just able to articulate, because it has a real potential to remove the fear of failure and therefore encourage students to take risks that they ordinarily wouldn't. But I'm not going to talk about that really today. What I really want to talk to you about today is an assignment that I have given when I've taught sociolinguistics. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jack Kenigsberg. I coordinate the Rockwest Writing Center here at Hunter. I also am an adjunct in the English department. And mostly I teach linguistics courses, although I've also taught first year composition 1 and 2. And this is a course that I originally, this is an assignment that I originally started developing for first year composition, but then sort of moved into sociolinguistics. And let me just get myself ready to share, and let's see. Oh, it's not letting me, my computer's not letting me share screen. So it's a security set. It's a new computer, so it's a security thing. So that's terrible. I love things so much. So I'm actually then just gonna put it into the chat. And basically what I have my students do is in a sociolinguistics class, which is the study of how language and society intersect. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I ask my students to pick an online community of their choice and analyze some of the language choices. And that fits into a lot of like pedagogy about getting students maximal choice, but that's not really, I think, the most important thing about it. And Rebecca, if you don't mind scrolling a little bit toward the first point of the fact, and just stop there, right? One of the things that I often do when I write assignments, I give them the assignments and I write this little FAQ. And so why am I making them do this? And the answer is because I'm making them do something that's genuine sociolinguistic research. Many people who are writing about linguistics or sociolinguistics are doing exactly what I'm asking my students to do. They are looking at a community on the internet and analyzing the language of that community. Now, what they're doing that's different from what I ask my students to do is that they are looking at hundreds, maybe thousands of posts. They are coding them for a variety of things. They are analyzing them statistically in order to gain like really more rigorous scientific insight into the nature of those communities and the interactions. And I'm not teaching my students how to code. I don't know how to code. I'm not teaching them to do anything computational. Like there is no SPS S in that. There's no statistics in the course. It's exploratory, but they are looking at a community of their choice, and they are there to look at patterns. But for me, this is really empowering because it is not a typical school assignment. Most school assignments, and this is from middle school onward, are showpieces designed to show the teacher that you, the student, have a degree of understanding of the course. But the kind of writing that students do for school bears no relationship most of the time to the kind of writing, quite frankly, that professors write for journals or other professional media. There's a concept in K-12 education called authentic writing, which is asking students to write in genres that are genuine, that have like and can be easily transferred to real world situations because they're learning how to write real world pieces rather than for school display pieces. And so what I like to do, not just in this course, but in a lot of my classes, is to try to craft assignments that are not showpieces, that are authentic. Maybe in this case, there's no statistics involved, and they're not. I'm not asking to analyze hundreds of individual postings, so it's less advanced. But it's an introductory assignment for an undergraduate class, and it's really an introduction to how people in this field genuinely write. And I think that is something that really most faculty members or all faculty members can do. When I've taught English 120, which is the composition course, there's a research paper. The most recent time, last year, when I taught this course, I had them do, instead of a showpiece about a topic that they knew nothing about, I had them do a grant proposal, which is an authentic piece that a lot of faculty members write. But they had to do the same kind of research that was required for 120, but they had to do it in like a way that actually reflects how we faculty write. And introducing that to them and like really conveying to them that what they were doing for my class, what they do for my class, is sort of a first step into the world of academia. I think that's a really potentially empowering step. And I think my students respond really, really well to these kinds of assignments. They like knowing that they're doing something that's genuine. I've had at least one student who contacted me a year after taking, or more, a year and a half after taking my class, so that she was applying to a PhD program in linguistics because this assignment got her thinking so much that she now wanted to do it. And she actually wanted to pursue that project further. And I can't think of anything that's more empowering than that. And so I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's particularly difficult for anyone in any field to write assignments or to this kind of way, because all of us write. We all submit stuff to journals, we all submit stuff to conferences, we're all doing writing in our field. We can invite students to do similar kinds of writing for our field.